So yesterday, DBD Leaks, who are usually a pretty damn reliable source regarding upcoming DBD content, mentioned there would finally be a Dead by Daylight and For Honor crossover for Halloween. With Dead by Daylight being very centralized on the horror genre, and the most horrifying thing in For Honor being fighting a Shigoki, I think we can safely confirm that the Oni is finally getting a Shigoki skin, assuming the crossover runs both ways. The wording of, more precisely, For Honor Halloween event is in partnership with Dead by Daylight, no information yet of what For Honor themed is coming to Dead by Daylight, screams to me that it's a crossover in For Honor with things coming from Dead by Daylight, and not the other way around. Which, again, makes sense as DBD is the horror-themed game, not For Honor. Arguably, DBD killers and survivors could dress up for Halloween, but we'll get to that. There's a huge overlap between the two communities. Many, including myself, are excited to see what they'll do, especially since there's quite a few developers who worked on For Honor that made the jump to behavior. So anyways, here's my 2 cents on what I want to see and what we likely will see. Starting off with what I think is the most likely to happen, just like all the other For Honor Halloween events, we get a unique twist on Dominion. This time the minions are all blighted, and there's hooks everywhere on the map. Not sure what the gameplay twist would be other than maybe a neutral boss patrolling the map, or at least the minion lane. Maybe it's the Trapper, and killing him rewards that team with the entity's blessing. Perhaps the Trapper two-shots players and can place bear traps around the map, or they just happen to randomly spawn. Bear traps are already in For Honor, and with DBD's Poster Boys kit revolving around them, it just makes the most sense to me. That being said, we can also probably expect a new illustrious outfit, whether it's a Trapper mask or blighted effect, and it'll probably play the DBD chime when it activates. Alongside this, I predict there will be a limited time execution where you hook your opponent, sacrificing them to the entity. Bonus points if Yubi gives us a signature where your hero endlessly edgewalks like in the DBD postgame menu. Honestly, this is just my most likely to happen scenario, given the elements of both games and the aforementioned tweet. I could be way off, and that's totally fine, it's just what I think. If there is some For Honor content coming to DBD, Halloween is all about dressing up, so having some killers and survivors all rep their favorite medieval warrior doesn't sound too far-fetched. I think it'd be really funny to see every survivor get a Larry headgear. For the unaware, Larry is our hardest working warden whom all the executions are previewed on. In terms of killer outfits, again, I think we could finally see the aforementioned Oni get a Shigoki skin. Seeing as Shigoki even temporarily had unlimited super sprint, it just furthers my argument that they're the same character. If they were to go one hero per the main 3 factions, that means we'd likely see a Peacekeeper Legion as she also wears a hood and is quite agile, a Berserker Huntress as they both toss axes, however I wouldn't be upset if we saw a Raider Huntress. A Black Prior Blight might work if he uses the sword as a cane, Spirit could be Nabushi, and Hag could dress up like Shaman. But I think that those are rather unlikely and I'm really stretching to make them fit. Also, Shaman fits more with Clown as they both have an affinity for eating fingers, but I really don't want to see Shaman Clown. Really far-fetched, but Berserker and Shaman as Charlotte and Victor, twins, would actually be hilarious. Artist friends, please make this happen if Behavior and Yubi don't. I'm not sure which survivors are in need of outfits the most, but off the top of my head, these are the following survivors who I could see getting For Honor outfits. Conqueror David makes sense, Dwight as a Warden because they're both leaders, Orochi Meg because they both run away, although Nia could also get this. Shinobi Claudette is pretty self-explanatory. Warlord Jeff, Jake is Aramusha, Adam is Kensei, Zarina Valkyrie, and Yui Bushi. Again, if they were to give survivors outfits, this is obviously a lot, and they probably wouldn't do them all, but those are the combos that come to my mind. If this is indeed a Halloween event in Dead by Daylight and not a chapter, then I assume it would be a limited time purchase. If somehow we get a chapter and we get a For Honor killer in Dead by Daylight, which I think is incredibly unlikely, I think Apollyon would be the best fit to make the jump. Lore-wise, she is culling the weak and preserving the strong, sacrificing the sheep so that the wolves may live to fight another day. Hearing the maniacal laughter and taunting instead of a heartbeat when she's nearby would also be pretty interesting. I'm not gonna go through and make 3 perks, or even a really interesting ability. Actually, what if she was the only killer that would be able to cancel or feint her M1s, like you can in For Honor, baiting out reactions from survivors? On top of that, she can parry pallets. Boom. This will likely never happen. Back on the For Honor side of things, what I'd really like to see with the Dead by Daylight content is the return of faction-unique illustrious outfits or effects, or hell, even faction-unique executions. For example, the Vikings could all receive a purchasable Trapper outfit that gives them the Trapper mask when the effect is active, and maybe even the Trapper's Mori as an execution. The Samurai could receive the Oni or Spirit's Mori outfit, and the Blight for the Knights, because it rhymes. The Woodlin are again excluded just like how they never got that gun execution. Again, this is all just thoughts, speculations, hopes, and dreams. Whatever comes of this collaboration will be cool regardless, and I am really looking forward to it. What about you? Are you looking forward to the For Honor content in DBD or vice versa? And what specifically do you want to see? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank my YouTube and Patreon supporters, especially Swekles, Kyle, and Shadow. Have a good one, and I'll see you on the next stream and video.